Welcome to the Scottish Basketball Roundup. We post weekly episodes on Senior National League basketball in Scotland. You can join for free on Patreon, Spotify, and YouTube to receive a notification when new episodes are released. Access to the podcast episodes will always be free. You can make a contribution for yourself or for someone else as a gift through membership on Patreon. However small and infrequent, any contribution is very helpful and very much appreciated. You can get in touch with the podcast by sending us a message on Instagram or an email. If you like the content, share and send it to a friend who you think would like it too. Over the summer months, we're going to catch up with players from the senior men's and women's competitions in a new mini-series called Player Profiles as part of the Scottish Basketball Roundup.
I'm delighted to welcome Devin to the podcast. Hi, Devin.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, thank you. How are you today?
Doing really well, yeah, doing really well.
Amazing. Why, just to start us off, why don't you just chat us through why you want to be involved with the Rocks this season?
I came over here to get my master's at UWS, and then obviously talked to Coach Johnny, and he invited me to play for the Rocks, so I came through and want to continue my career, so that was all.
Maybe, obviously, Rocks had a great season, made the playoffs for the first time, Scottish Cup final. Maybe just give us a quick run through of how the season played out results-wise from your point of view, sort of start, middle, and end. And, when you look back on that record now, like, how do you feel about it? Do you think the team were able to get the results that they were aiming for?
Yeah, we started off pretty well. Started off, I think, 4-0. And went on a kind of a cold streak. But we won our cup games, which is good. So I guess those are the ones that kind of mattered the most. But yeah, we were at one point, I think 8-8 or around there after starting 4-0. So a little rough patch, but yeah, finished the season off strong. Won our last few games. Ended up playing Fury, obviously, in the first round and in the cup final. We played them very well. I think 3 times out of 5 times we played them this season. So I think we should have won 1 or 2 of those at least. But it was all good. We fought hard every time and did well.
In those games against Fury, what do you think you needed? Say those 3 close games. I know there was a couple of ones as well, but see those 3 close games. Like, what was the difference in the end on those nights? Like, what do you think you needed to find within the group to get it over the line, even in one of those games?
I mean, we missed a few easy shots down the stretch in some of the games. It was we didn't really have a big man the size of Allie. I don't think anybody in the league did. So he kind of did some damage to us, and also with Murray doing some damage down there as well in the post and offensive rebounding. So we tried to battle as hard as we could, but obviously they're a pretty big team, and we weren't the biggest team, so we were just trying to battle as hard as we can. We just came up short a few times.
What do you think was the toughest moment as a group this season? Like I say, in a season of lots of good moments, what would you say was the toughest moment, and how did you as a group come through that?
Um, probably losing in the cup final. I think we had some conversations about how it was gonna go and all this other stuff. We had a lot of support from our fans, friends and family back home reaching out and all that. So that was pretty good to have that support, and then just coming up a little bit short, and obviously seeing them hoist the trophy was a little bit hard, but we bounced back from that and obviously made a good push near the end of the season to end up making the playoffs. So that was good on our end.
What did making the cup final and qualifying for the playoffs like mean to the group? Like, what sort of indication was it for the work that you put in?
I think it was really good for our group, especially the people who have been here for a couple of years. Obviously, Rockets haven't had the greatest of seasons the past few years, and just I didn't know before I got here that we had never made the cup final, never made playoffs, and all that. But obviously, when they tell us that, it just feels good to be that first group to do it, and inspire the upcoming Rocks players to have something to strive for and have something to look forward to trying to recreate.
What do you think sort of defines your game, your style of playing, and how did it complement this year's roster? Like, where did you fit in, and where did you feel like you were contributing to the team's efforts this season?
I'll say this year, my game was more scoring based and defensively picking up guards full court and fighting over a bunch of screens and all that. In the past, previously, like in college in United States, it was more point guard based, which obviously I'm comfortable playing. But I feel like this team need a role of like a scorer and a shooter, so I just try to fill out that role and then just competing on defense, picking up full court, and fighting over screens, all game and bring energy to the team. So,
What were you, if anything, what were you looking to improve in your game this season? What do you think improved the most? And I suppose how did you go about doing that?
I would just say my confidence and like shooting the ball. I credit that a lot to my teammates. Obviously, like if I hit shots in practice, they're telling me always, let it fly in the game. Like your shot, shoot it. So I think my confidence on like shooting pull up jumpers and getting to the cup and all that has really done me well this season.
You mentioned at the start you were chatting to John Macleod, obviously about being involved with the Rocks this year. Like, what was your relationship like with him, and how did that develop from sort of that first interaction and through to the end of the season?
Yeah, we've had a pretty good relationship. We've been out on the golf course a few times playing, and always been in the gym together. So obviously, he coaches both our teams for UWS and for Rock. So obviously, see him pretty much every day. And obviously, he's involved with the school. So if I have any questions on anything with UWS, I know I mean just go right to him to help me out. So he's been good to have and all that. So yeah.
How, just to summarize, like how do you look back on the season with the Rocks? Like you say, it was your first season out, and what do you think you're going to take most from the season into next year, wherever you end up?
Yeah, I think it was a good season, honestly, for us team wise and for me individually. I think it was good to kind of get like obviously my first international season, uh, trying to like I don't know, just trying to learn how different countries play, how they play basketball a little bit different here than in the U.S. So it was good to just kind of like learn, adapt on the fly to how people play and what the game is like in different areas. So.
Amazing. We'll go through some more general questions now. Firstly, what time are you getting to the gym in the morning?
Well, in the summer, I normally do a little bit of work. So, say work starts at 9 a.m. I'll try to get my shots up a little bit earlier than that, or get a lift in before that. So that normally be around 6:30, 7. Get a little workout in before I go to work and all that.
Who do you think would have been the best teammate that you never got the chance to play with? Maybe it was somebody who was a senior in college when you were a freshman, or same at high school. Like who do you think you'd have loved to play with, and how close were you to playing with them?
Mm, I'm gonna go by a teammate from this year. I'm gonna say Liam Stevenson. I think he was a good he was kind of like helping coach out this year, which he obviously would have played if he was healthy. And I think he was a great teammate in the sense of like giving us reassurance and helping us like call plays and stuff like that. I think I would love to play with him. And obviously, I heard he's a great shooter from videos in the past. So
You mentioned there your game was more of a point guard role from the States and more of a shooting guard here. So which one means more to you, the score or the assist?
um, I actually like getting assists more. I would say. I think just based off like how I was in the States, obviously trying to make the right decisions the whole time, which is could be scoring, could be getting assists. All of it is like trying to make the right decision for your team. So I like getting assists. I like playing the pick and roll and having a good big and finding shooters on the weak side and stuff like that. So I think this is for sure.
What was the most ridiculous thing that you've seen on a basketball court?
Um, I got my first tech in a long time this year because somebody shot a three and I was like just barely contested and I like clapped my hands. So I thought that was ridiculous because in the United States they would never call that a tech, but I guess I've seen it here like three times in the sense I've done it. So I thought that was a little bit ridiculous, but I mean, I guess that's the rules. I guess I just didn't know. So,
What was a win that meant more to you than any trophy, and that could be life or basketball?
um, I would say just getting over here. Obviously, um, I feel like it was a big step to actually leave home, go to another country for pretty much a whole year. Been 8 months now, so I feel like that was a big win, and just like trying to trust in myself to go out, live without my family and all that. So,
What was the worst trash talk that you've heard on a court?
worst trash talk. Uh, I don't know. Uh, I don't know. I think it's funny when people say like, yeah, like rebound, rebound when somebody's like shooting a jumper and it actually goes in and they like look back. I think that's always kind of funny.
Who do you think is the best Scottish player in the league just now?
Probably Ali. I think he's so big and dominant that like we nobody really has an answer for him.
What karaoke song will get you on the mic?
Right now, any Olivia Dean song.
You can pick one teammate from your career to date to inbound it to you with the game on the line. So you want them to get the pass to you, and you're going to make the shot. Who's making that pass?
Um, Hunter Soper. He played with me all 4 years at Lake Superior State. He's always been the guy in basketball. So.
And finally, Devin, what's next for you? What does next season look like just now, and what are you hoping to do over the next couple of seasons, looking slightly further ahead?
Yeah, I'm trying to continue my career, so I'll continue playing overseas somewhere, internationally, or maybe even back at home. But just trying to find an agent right now, and figure out all that stuff. Keep staying in shape. Obviously, finish my master's degree up here, and then just go from there.
Amazing, Devin. Thank you very much for your time. Best luck with summer and best luck with next season.
Yeah, thank you.